Hello my friends and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. For today's video, I have one main topic and two subtopics. The main topic has to do with Great Britain, which is challenged by two countries. And that is the two subtopics. The first one, Argentina, and the other one, Russia. Now you might say, Argentina? I understand Russia, but Argentina? Yeah, Argentina wants its Falkland Islands back. Well, can they do it? I know. Patriotism makes us, be very, very subjective, and patriotism narrows our ability to think. And you say, we smacked them once, we're gonna smack them again. It's like saying, you know what? We beat those guys once, we're gonna beat them again. Things changed. Now, I think we should agree that Great Britain cannot challenge Albania, as I say, or I don't know, Cyprus, or what is the other one that I usually mention, Corsica, or something. I said Corsica, but anyway, Malta. Why? Tell me the last time Great Britain fought a war alone and won. Well, I tell you when. That was against Argentina. Remember, in late 1970s. Were you born in 1970s? Were you playing with the tractors? Or you were a grandpa then already? So, then Great Britain won the war against Argentina and kept the Falkland Islands. So, how did they do it? Well, they were stronger than now, I would say. Great Britain, remember, after the Second World War, came out of it as a victor. But it was bankrupt, and it lost its colony after that. So, but they won the war. They won, and then their country was screwed with the influx of people like me. Not even like me, but nevertheless. And like me too, because I know a lot of Romanians came to Great Britain to steal from you. And some of them came to work honestly, and good for them. You allowed them in. You allowed them in. Anyway, I'm not saying that's good or bad, my friends. But you have to control the influx of who's coming, how many are coming, and all that. Let's go back to Falklands. So Argentina's president, Mr. Milei, wants to talk to the Brits about Falkland Islands. We want them. So what do you think the Brits will say? They will say, "Niet, no." We say, "No, we're not going to give it to you." But remember, Argentina is United States' female dog. I'm not going to use the word. Okay? So if Argentina or Milei is US's female dog and Milei starts barking, "Ow, ow, 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 ow," what do you think the Americans will do? Maybe we'll tell the Brits, you know what, let's negotiate. We take Greenland, they take Falkland Islands, you take a kick in the butt, and that's it. All right, that's the first one. The second topic, subtopic, has to do with Russia. Russia challenges, why do I say Russia challenges Great Britain in the Baltic Sea? I will have a map and I will show you. Not in the English Channel or North Sea or Atlantic Ocean. No. In the Baltic Sea. The map will show you where the Baltic Sea is and where Great Britain is. But if you think like that, you say, what are you talking about again, like with Argentina? I will tell you that the Brits have a problem in the Black Sea. They have a problem everywhere they want because they're strong, but they do not dare to fight anybody alone. You tell me. If you want to tell me when they fought the Zulus, is that when they fought the last time alone with Argentina? Remember the Zulus? Yeah, those 200 Brits that them up. Anyway, I think it was that way. So let's start with Argentina with Lionel Messi and the bunch. Sputnik. Baltic, let's start with these guys. Anyway, I'm sorry. Baltic Fleet embarks on massive drills with 20 plus warships. Russia. The Russian Navy drills begin in Baltic Sea with the support of the aviation, with participation of 3,000 military and 20 warships, the Russian Baltic Fleet announced on Tuesday. I know. Some of you might say this. Didn't the Russians learn what happened to them in the Black Sea with the Ukrainians? Well, okay, well, maybe that was a game we played in the 1960s World Cup in Great Britain or England, and now we play, I know, in Mexico. I'm talking about Argentina now. Anyway, let's move back. You know what I mean? More than 20 warships, boats, and support vessels are involved in the exercise, including a frigate, corvettes, small missile ships, and boats. Like boats with the... Oh, man. Small anti-submarine ships, mine sweepers, support vessels, and about 3,000 military personnel, about 25 aircraft and helicopters, up to 70 units of military and special equipment, the Russian Baltic Sea Fleet said. Okay, let's see where those baboons are located. Okay, this is the map of the world. And here is mighty United Kingdom, right? Now, this is Russia here, okay? And the right here, so you can see it better. Russia, this is Russia, okay? And this is the Baltic Sea. This is St. Petersburg. So why would these guys have a problem with that? Why don't they just stay here in their retarded place? No, because they want to conquer and, right? How do you call it? Control. So they are in the Black Sea as well, right here. The Brits. Now, look how far they are. But they come through their Gibraltar. This is a colony, Gibraltar. It's British, under British rule. It's not Spain's, right? Or, I don't know, nothing like that. I was about to say Algeria. Morocco, they come, go here, and then they go here, go in the JMC, they go in Mara Sea, then they go to the here, if Bosphorus Strait, if the Mr. Erdogan allows them to go through this, because when it's some military action in the Black Sea, Turkey, under the, I can remember, Montreux agreement in 1977 or something, said they have the right to close the Bosphorus for any incoming vessels, military, not shipments, not commercial. So, we're talking about this area right here. The Russians are doing it here. Why? Because these imbeciles, plus these ones, plus these ones, plus these ones, plus these ones, are challenging the Russians. I made 3 videos where these guys are trying to, how do you call that? Impound Russian vessels, fleet, shadow fleet, okay, in the Baltic Sea. And the Russians use their Sukhois, their MiGs, and their vessels now to patrol, and not only to patrol, violate Finland's airspace, Estonia's airspace, and Poland did not even dare to go to do anything to the Russian vessels, because now the Russian vessels, Navy, escorts its vessels. So now they're doing this little drill over there to tell the Brits, who are behind all these baboons that I mentioned, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, Poland, and Finland's actions, to back the fuck off, because we are in a bad mood. So don't bother me. So we'll see if United Kingdom will push a button and have any of these baboons activated. I'm talking about right here. Finland, Estonia, Latvia, Lithuania, and Poland. These guys right here. If they're going to be activated by right here, but these guys over here, the Russians will smack them. Guaranteed. Let's go to the next topic. Now, Sputnik. Argentina urges UK to resume, urges, I don't like that word, ask would be nice, UK to resume talks on Falkland Islands after Chagos deal. Here it is. It's coming back home. All right. First, my friends, I have no beef here. I don't have no dog in this fight. But if I look over the map, Falkland Islands are kind of closer to Argentina than to Great Britain. No, it doesn't mean that this and that, but anyway, let's see what's happening. We just report here. The Argentine Foreign Ministry, against the backdrop of the UK's decision to transfer the Chagos archipelago to Mauritius, has called on London to resume talks regarding the sovereignty of the Falkland Islands. That will never happen. The Brits, only if they have traitors, and they have traitors, but not in this case, will give them those islands. On Thursday, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced the signing of a deal to transfer sovereignty of the Chagos archipelago, where the UK-US military bases is located, to Mauritius. They can take it back whenever they want. And I'm quoting, Argentina welcomes the signing of the agreement between the British government and Mauritius regarding the Chagos archipelago. Argentina once again calls on the UK to resume talks on the sovereignty of the Malvinas Islands, restoring Argentina's full sovereignty over these territories and maritime spaces is a permanent goal of the country's foreign policy. The ministry said in a statement on Monday. That means we're going to wait to the right time to take over. There has been a long-standing dispute between the governments of Argentina and UK over sovereignty of the Falkland Islands. 1982, I said 79, 78, my bad. The two countries fought a war that lasted for several weeks and ended in defeat of Buenos Aires, Argentina. In March 2013, the islands held a referendum and voted 99.8% to remain a UK overseas territory. Argentina has not recognized the voting results. Now, let's go to the map. Let's go first to the... Alright, let's go like Jesus Christ here. Didn't the Crimean Peninsula hold a referendum? And they say they want to break away from Ukraine and join Russia. Oh yeah, they did. But hey, Great Britain does not recognize that. But they want their referendum being recognized. Okay, didn't these guys in the Donbass here, in this area here, did the same thing in Luhansk, Donetsk, and Zaporozhia and Kherson? Didn't they vote another referendum, a referenda, because there was more than one? So somehow no. Let's see where the Falkland Islands are located. Again, Great Britain is nearby in the neighborhood of Argentina, right? Right here is Great Britain, and Argentina is right here. So they're very close. All right. All right, and here, these are the Falkland Islands. Got it? Right here. What do you want, my friends? Do you want these guys to go to Argentina? Now, if I look over here, I don't see it because of my melon, but I will switch. And even now you don't see it. On the bottom here, I can show it to you. There's a scale, and they tell you the distance. So, see my cursor? How should I put it? Let's say from Rio Gallegos to this is about 50 miles right here. Okay? Let's make it better. Like this. So that is 20 miles. From here to here is about 20 miles according to that. So if you calculate from here to here, so got 20, 40, like about 250 miles, I would say, distance. That's a long distance though, but nevertheless. So this belongs to UK instead of Argentina. But if you think the same way, we can go to Greenland. And Greenland is further away from Denmark right here. Further away from Denmark as Falklands are to Argentina. So we can't go to proximity. Oh, Jesus Christ, proximity. But the same thing, you can make the case for United Kingdom. So if that doesn't matter, the distance between these two, why would it matter between this and that on the bottom over there? Should not. Now, my point is, if you guys are not capable, Argentina, to militarily take over this in your neighborhood, then you should not have it. Because everything is based on power. And I don't think the United Kingdom can defend that. But I think the United Kingdom will do all the efforts possible to defend it. There's one more aspect of variable. And that is the United States of America. If the United States of America wants the Falkland Islands to somehow be in between as a first step to being integrated to Argentina, I think that could happen. Why? Because the guys in London are not like they were under Margaret Thatcher. She was the prime minister when the Falkland Islands war broke out between the two guys. And Great Britain at that time did not have much immigration, not at all. They had a different kind of balls than now. They were a little bit more quality. And right now, I don't think they will do anything to Argentina. But I don't know Argentina, how much it was able to improve its military. And not only that, you need economic power. Argentina should have economic power because it's a rich country. But as someone said when I told him, oh, Romania is a rich country, rich resources and all that. And the person rightfully says, so then why are Romanians poor? Because of corruption. Now you find the answer. Why Argentina is poor. Or not poor, but it could be very rich. It has big resources. Unlike the opponents, which is the Great Britain, has squat. It's got some fish, some rain, some moving around, and a lot of idiots coming in. Thank you very much for being with me again today. With those guys, you will never win anything. The problem is those idiots were inherent your ancestors' nuclear weapons. Good job. Unless the other guys will take it away before those guys will take over them. You know what I mean? You don't know what I mean? If the new generation of English people will take over your nuclear weapons, what do you think they will do? They will look to Europe and say, Germany, you got, let's start with Belgium. The Netherlands. You had, Portugal, Spain. All these guys have no nuclear weapons. Germany, you had some colonies in Africa. So now, payback. We got your ancestors' weapons. We're going to fuck you up. And they will fuck you up. I guarantee you that. Unless someone else will say, that's a risk that these guys are going to put their claws, clunk, on our missiles, our ancestors' missiles, and they will use it as a payback, a mission to us. Collective punishment, read the Bible. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.